All right, guys. Hey, this gonna be a quick live stream. This ain't finna be nothing too crazy. And I know my mic sounds crazy. I just got the noise cancellation thing on it. So don't be coming up in here talking about your mic crazy. Just watch my gaming videos. You know my mic is different, but it's so much noise going around. And I'm trying to, get this out. But we're gonna do like one video and I'm gonna get up out of here because it's late. It's late. I don't want to be up too late. All that without man, let's go ahead and do it. Ooh, why did I breathe into the mic like that? My bad, guys. All right, guys, we're gonna be watching this Dr. Insanity, man. Man, let's go ahead and get this out the way. Was it playing in the background?
Whoa, gun.
Guys, I do pause. I do pause a lot, so don't. Why is that in my hand? I do pause a lot, so yeah. Don't be saying nothing. Oh, and I can't see the chat no more. I don't know what happened to it. I'm gonna have to just pull it up because it's not pulling up on my other screen, chat. The chat not pulling up on my other screen. So what I can do is just pull it up on my phone. But that'd be janky and lagging. So it is what it is. I am gonna put this out as a regular reaction video. I don't know. It is what it is, chat. But let's get into it. Dr. Insanity. Dad discovers daughter's body was found in his garbage can. It's a 30-minute video. Let's get into it, chat.
Is that home? What? She here?
Police are at the home of Keith and Amber Zotto. Amber's mother, Betty, had called 911 earlier that day, asking officers to check on her daughter. Amber hadn't responded to any calls or messages in 2 days, and Betty feared the worst. The officers arriving at the scene initially expected a routine missing persons call, but what's said inside the house would be far more twisted and disturbing than anyone could have imagined.
Show me your hand! I got the dog! Get up! To the ground! He's reaching! Stop!
All right. Just off by the title, I'm already thinking a daddy did it. Cause wait, yeah, dad discovers daughter was in his garbage bin, right? Already, daddy the suspect in my eyes. I don't know about y'all. It's the daddy. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Don't ask why I got a pen in my hand. I don't know. But yeah, I'm saying it's the daddy. I'm saying it right now, chat. It's the daddy. Who did it? The daddy did it. All right, let's go.
When police first arrive at the Zotto home, they encounter something strange. Only Keith and Amber's children answer the door, claiming their parents are gone and they don't know when they'll be back. This alarms the officers, so they decide to call Betty, the person who...
Wait. Dad discovers daughter. Wait, did they say it was a husband? It was a husband? Is the husband dead? Chat. I'm confused. What a husband at? Okay, he gonna give us the answers. Dr.
originally
Insanity,
dialed
good.
911, hoping she can shed some light on the situation. But what Betty reveals to officers would quickly transform this simple welfare check into one of the town's most disturbing mysteries yet.
Hello?
Betty, it's Officer Crowley, Aurora Police Department. I'm at the Milan Circle address. I'm talking to the kids. What's your relation to this family, just so I know?
I'm their grandma. She didn't take her truck because you can see it in the driveway.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Her phone, the bank card is still in the house.
Yeah. Betty, how many times do you think she's done that?
Well, she's come over to my house. Oh, 3-4 times this year.
All right.
But it's always been for a day.
So what I'd like to do is start where we always start, and that's the last place she was seen. I don't want to ask these kids for permission to go in the house, so I may have to call your son-in-law, talk to him on the phone, and see if he'll give me permission to go inside.
Betty would mention that she had been to the house earlier that day and noticed a few strange details. Amber's car was still in the driveway of the home, and her phone was left inside the house, as well as all of her credit cards and important documents. These minute details.
Wait, I know he's probably about to say something. Let me turn this up. Hold on. I know he's probably about to say something about it. But chat. If she been in the house, you know what? Look, I don't do too well with true crime. All right. Plus, I'm watching this at 8 o'clock at night. I'ma already be scared, chat. I'ma already be scared. I be watching too much of this, and then like what the situation going on in Houston right now. If y'all don't know, it's been 16 dead bodies found in the down in the bayou this year. Nah, I'm good. That's too close to me. That's too close to me. So I'm already scared watching this. So, but the mama been in the house. All right, cool. The body we already know is gonna be found in the dad's trash bin. So yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Would prove to be much more important later on. Shortly after this call, Betty and her husband Ronald arrived at their daughter's home to meet with the police. It's here where Betty would reveal what she believed really happened to her daughter.
Hey, I'm Officer Crowley. Thanks for coming out. So I called him, but I left him a message. He didn't pick the phone up. So I can't just go inside without a warrant. I'd either need a warrant or his permission to go inside the house. And that's not your residence, and I can't ask you for permission. Obviously, the kids are too young for me to ask for permission. So just want to do it the right way before anything else, if that makes sense.
Yep.
When's the last time that you saw your daughter?
Saturday afternoon when I came to pick up the kids. They spent the night with me Saturday.
Was there any problems at that point, or was it
No.
just pick the kids up? The kids are going to stay at our house for the weekend.
Everything was fine. She said, I hope you feel better. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Had there been any drinking at that point for the
Oh, heck no.
kids?
They
No?
drink in the evenings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then no sign that there had been any argument or anything
No.
like that.
No.
Okay. As you can see, I don't
No,
want you to
that's
think
all
that I
right.
jumped any conclusions, but I'm just
Yeah.
trying to put like a kind of a piece of timeline and kind of behavior as well too.
According to Betty, the family typically had dinner together on the weekends, and although Keith and Amber occasionally argued, things never turned physical, at least not to her knowledge. But with no parents home, officers still couldn't legally enter the residence, so they continued speaking with Betty, hoping she'd reveal something that could explain Amber's sudden disappearance.
Yeah, nah. I know the little ass thing. I used to stream on Twitch, so yeah, y'all ain't finna get me. Nah. y'all
Okay, if
ain't
there's
finna
one
get me,
AI site
chat.
builder you need to meet, it's this dope tech from Wix.
Y'all ain't finna get me.
Now this whole flow is a conversation, so your words.
Betty explained that Amber was highly active in the community, volunteering at her children's elementary school as the treasurer of the parent organization, and everyone around town knew her as a family-first mother, spending most of her time with her children. That's why Amber's disappearance was so puzzling. It simply wasn't like her to spontaneously leave her kids alone. But this confusion would only heighten when Betty showed officers something that made the case even more unsettling. A note suggesting Amber might have harmed herself.
The note is what concerned
Do you mind
us.
if I read that?
I don't have a problem with
Is this
it.
a copy of it, or is this?
Yes, I made a copy. I don't know. This is the original.
Okay.
I didn't want to.
Just from a report, I'm gonna have to take.
Chad, I also want to say before we continue, if you see me messing with my headphones, they broke. I'm gonna just say that. I should have said that before we started. I broke them Sunday playing an NFL 2K football game. I crashed out and I got tape on these beats. And I was gonna use, I don't even know where I put them, but I got some other headphones. They wasn't even working right. So I was just like, tape these mugs up, throw them up on my head. You feel me? Like, so I do got some gaming headphones, but they don't work well plugged up into this thing. So yeah. So if you see me mess with my headphones, don't Don't be coming for me. Just watch the video.
Take the original for evidence for property at some point, okay? But I'm gonna sit and read this in the meat center.
The note Betty had discovered earlier read in part,
I haven't been the best wife. I deserve everything and all the horrible thoughts you think of me. I have always had it in my mind. Make sure my mom has to identify my body. Everyone would be better off without me.
At first glance, the note appears as a tragic, heartfelt goodbye, Amber seemingly detailing years of self-doubt, despair, and emotional pain. But something about this note didn't align with what police knew about Amber. According to her mother, whenever Amber and Keith fought, Amber always stayed at her parents' house and had never just disappeared. Certainly not without contacting her family first.
All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and tell y'all something, chat. Again, if my mic sounds bad, it's not the mic, it's the settings. I got it on. Don't say nothing. But here's what I'm going to say about this situation. Here's what I'm going to say. If you going to off somebody, all right, if you're going to be a serial killer and you're going to off somebody, you got to know their patterns, all right? So the mama already saying, hey, when they fight, she don't be leaving. She be at the crib. She be at our crib. Don't be, you gotta know that kind of stuff. If you're gonna off somebody like that, especially like if you're gonna off your wife, yeah, whatever, you have to know things like this because you're gonna get caught up every time. Now, I'm not siding with the whoever, and I don't know who, if she offed herself or if she been murdered. I don't know. But if you gonna be the murderer, chat, you gotta know these little things, bro. Every time me and this shorty fight, she go to mama house. So you have to find another way to get her out of here without you looking guilty. So now the husband right now in this situation, and we don't even know if the husband alive or not, but in this situation, he looks guilty because when they fight, she never disappears on her own. She always at the crib. So I'm just putting that out there. You got to know patterns. I watch a lot of true crime stuff and I've picked up on that. If you don't know the people's pattern, and once they do one thing that's off and not something like they usually do, you're going to get looked at as a suspect. So I'm just putting it out there, chat.
First. And although Betty clarified that her daughter had a history of self-harm ideation and emotional struggles, the note's tone sounded off, especially the disturbingly specific instructions for her own mother to identify her body, which seemed strangely cruel. To investigators, these unusual details hinted at the chilling possibility that the note wasn't exactly what it appeared. They began to suspect Amber might not have written these words freely. Something wasn't right. So based on these signs,
Hey, yo, is that my dog Joshua? Hey, man, I ain't seen you in a minute. Officers
decided to speak with Betty again, this time on the oddities found inside the note.
Do you think it's something that, would he harm her in any way? Would you have any either information or inkling?
Yeah, man. I don't know if you've been watching the recent streams. I have like a whole schedule now, man. So like Mondays, we've been playing Mafia. Tuesday, we do, streams like this. Wednesday, Mafia. So yeah, we have a whole little schedule, man. So yeah, trying to switch it up. I got tired of playing a video game. Yeah, you've been lurking? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we've been switching things up.
That might happen. No, okay. If she had walked away, I mean, I'm just wondering where else or how far she could have gone.
She has walked to our house. We're in 70.
Yeah.
When she's been drinking and can't.
I understand, of course.
So she's made
I
it that
agree.
far.
That's why I'm so concerned.
And that's where, that's why I searched Sunrise Park, because that's the closest park to here. And I don't know why in my head it's, you're not going to do it in your home. You might do it too bad.
Yeah.
Betty would also find the note strange, but doesn't think Keith would have anything to do with Amber's disappearance. At this point, nothing makes sense. So, without any further clues, officers decide to move to the next step in their investigation, searching the property.
All right, that's good, Joshua. I appreciate it.
As we know, without the homeowner's permission, officers still can't go inside the house without a proper search warrant. Fortunately, by using the kids, they were able to get on the phone with Amber's husband, Keith, hoping to get the permission.
Keith is alive. If I had a soundboard, I would do that little explosion, like boom, like you know. But I don't have a soundboard. All right. Again, I'm a cheap streamer. Anyways, chat. Just pretend like I just hit that little soundboard, that little sound effect, the doom. Okay, now we know the husband is alive. So now, at first, because I was saying, since dad discovers, he discovered the body in his trash bin. Now that we know the husband is alive, chat, the husband always number one suspect. So I'm gonna say this again. I know I paused a lot. It is what it is. I'm gonna let it play for a little bit too, because it's a 30-minute video, and we only doing one video this stream, by the way. We only doing one video this stream. All right, because it's so late when I started. But anyways, if y'all didn't know, if you are married and your spouse dies in any way, like, oh, she drowned, or he or she drowned, or fell off a cliff, you found their body, whatever, the spouse is the number one suspect. I'm just gonna put it out there, chat. The number one suspect. So now I changed the dad did it to it's the husband, because he's not even there. Chat, he's not even there. But they had to call him to get inside the house. He did it. I'm saying it right now. Husband did it.
They needed.
Dad?
The cops are here and they want to talk to you.
This is Keith.
And it's so sad they got kids. I think it's 2 kids. That's so sad, chat. Let's hurry up.
Keith, this is Officer Crowley with the Aurora Police. How are you?
I'm alright, boss. How are you?
I'd like to go over a couple series of events and then ask you for permission if I could go inside your house. And where we start searches is the last place she was seen, and that would be your house. But I don't have a warrant, and I'm asking you for permission to go inside your house too.
Go ahead, man.
Luckily, Keith seemed to have no problem letting officers search his home. While one officer continued his conversation with Keith, another would immediately begin searching the property, completely unaware they were both minutes away from uncovering the horrifying truth. But before we continue, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you realize just how much people are forced to carry. Fear.
Come on, Doc. Giving us an ad. Dr. Insanity over here giving us ads, bro. Come on, man. But while that ad is playing, chat, I'm gonna go ahead and speak on it some more, man.
This game.
I'm going to speak on it some more. Yeah, Dr. Insanity. First of all, putting it like, come on, man. We just trying to watch this video. But anyways, chat, why this unskippable ad, by the way? YouTube, stop doing this to us. But yeah, the husband, he's missing. We don't know where the husband at, and his wife is missing. Now we know she is deceased from seeing it at the beginning, but chat, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, the husband did it, man. The husband did it. And she had that little suicide note, or not suicide note, but like goodbye note that the, come on, 10 seconds, that the mom found. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it this way. The husband forced her to write it to make it look like it was a suicide, and he dumped her body. Stupidly, he put it inside the house in the trash bin. All right, chat, let's
personalized
get back into
plan that works regardless of your faster pilot. In TDS debt. Let's get back to the investigation.
Let's get back into it. All right.
One of the officers was about to search the family's home with no idea just how close they were to discovering the gruesome scene hidden in plain sight.
So Keith gave verbal consent for us to go in the house. I'm just gonna go in. If you want to come with me,
I will,
because I'd like you to show me.
God.
Okay. Where did you find the notebook?
In the garage.
In the
That's why
garage.
they
Okay.
literally live there.
Wait. I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play. I'm pausing way too much. It's a long
Keith,
video.
in a bigger picture, what's going on?
Man, me and Amber drink a lot, we fight a lot, and
Yeah,
she likes to
husband
walk
did it.
away, or actually drive
Husband
away, and I
definitely
took the
did it.
keys from her, so she couldn't drive away. She grabbed her purse, slammed her phone on the ground, and left, and I have not seen her since.
Did you actually see her leave, or you just assumed she left?
No, sir. I begged her to stay on the couch. We fought a little bit more, and I said, well, whatever, Amber, you sleep out here on the couch, I'm going inside. And I went inside. I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then when I woke up at 9, 10 o'clock Sunday morning, there was a letter on the fucking coffee table.
Has she ever threatened to hurt herself in the past, or was this? Oh, she has.
The last 5 years, it's been her go-to. And that's what I try telling Grandma and Grandpa, too, was she does this to me all the time, almost every weekend. She'll leave, and then she won't come back till Monday or Tuesday. And then my kids get all mad at me because I let her back in.
I hope you don't mind me asking you personal questions, but is it possible she's seeing somebody else and she stays there?
Oh, for sure she is. She's been, that's another thing. That's why we fight all the time. She's been seeing somebody for about 5 years now. And
Now we got a motive. We got a motive. Okay. They drink a lot, even though the mother of the victim said they drink on in the evenings. So now we know they drink a lot. Now we know they fight a lot. Now we know that one of them is stepping out on the marriage. We have a motive. He talked too much. He talks too much. Now, I'm glad he said that because he can get caught, or whoever did this can get caught. But he talks too much. Now we have a motive. We're going to pin this on you now. He shouldn't have talked. He should have just lawyered up. Never speak to the cops without a lawyer. Never speak to the cops without a lawyer. He should have lawyered up.
we don't pay our bills. That's why we always fight, man.
Based on Keith.
Don't pay the bills. Boom. They got bill problems, fight, they drink, and cheating. Come on.
In Betty's statements,
Wrap
both
this
were
up.
aware Amber had struggled emotionally in the past, but neither realized just how serious the situation had become or how tragically wrong their assumptions would soon turn out to be.
Where exactly was the book when you found it?
Right here.
Okay. And you recognized her handwriting?
Yes.
Okay.
It's unmistakable. Chicken scratch.
Okay, this argument, I mean, you guys are arguing about her seeing somebody, or were you guys arguing about lots of stuff?
Well, that always comes into play, but this particular argument was about her not paying my mortgage for 6 months. I give her all my money. I just cash my check and she pays all the bills. And lately she hasn't been paying our bills.
Hey, Keith, did it get physical at all, or was it just arguing?
Yeah, we've been physical a couple times, but I want to say Saturday night, no.
You know, this is a fair question. Is there any chance that you hurt her in any way?
I fucking hope not, dude. I fucking hope not. But yeah, there's a possibility. I mean, I'm hoping not, but like I said, I don't remember shit. Me and Amber go through this shit.
Yeah, he did it. He did it, chat. We already got the motive, and then he's talking about, oh, it was a possibility I hurt her. He did it. He did it. Wrap this up.
All the time, and she always comes back.
Okay.
The only thing I'm worried about is she always goes to her fucking mom's house. She doesn't go anywhere. She does go somewhere else, but she always ends up at her mom's house.
Listening carefully to Keith's account, the officer initially found him credible as he described an argument about money and Amber's alleged infidelity. But the officer's concern grew when Keith admitted he'd been heavily intoxicated and couldn't remember if things turned physical. Suddenly, the possibility that Amber hadn't actually walked away became disturbingly real. Officers now suspected more clues were hidden inside the home. A drunken fight, Maybe getting physical? Whatever happened, the answers were likely somewhere inside.
He gave me permission. I have it on my my body.
Hold on, chat. I'm gonna be fat real quick. What's in that fridge?
He gave me permission.
Hold on. Now, what y'all think that is over there in that freezer? I'm being fat right now, but what y'all think that's in there? I can't tell. I think there's a Kroger brand something, but it look good. I wonder what this is too over here in the door. Anyways, let's go.
My body camera recorded it. Okay.
That freezer is full though. That freezer is full. I'm just saying.
He gave me full
some good food
to look in the house. So, are these guys?
They let them out.
Are they generally friendly?
Normally, yes.
Okay, good. Just cause did we look in there?
It doesn't open.
It doesn't look like it's been disturbed because there's debris on the top of it, but we want to work on opening it.
Yeah.
Put some gloves. Why he don't have no gloves on? Why he don't have no gloves?
Gloves.
As officers continued their search, their body language indicated something was off. Careful not to alarm the family, neither officers openly acknowledged it yet, but they both recognized the unmistakable stench hanging in the air. The odor.
The smell of death. Yep.
Of decay. At this point,
Now, I don't know if a decaying body, I don't know how fast it starts to smell. I don't know. I'm not a psychopath. All right. I know in video games, when y'all watch me play like GTA and Red Dead, I might seem like a psychopath, but I'm not. All right. So I don't know how fast a decaying body smells, but it's been what? They said, 48 hours, I think. She's been missing. So, yeah.
the only thing they were looking for was the source of that disturbing smell.
Let me get eyes.
Is that finished off up top? Kind of like a black.
No, it's just that. Dang it.
It's right here.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Gun. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Magazine. Okay. Do we want to call someone? Yeah.
1 second.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
We'll have you stay inside, please.
She's in there.
Lock it up. Lock it up. Mm-hmm. Get everybody out their crib right now. Lock it up. Yep. I just knew it. Chat, I'm telling y'all, man. The gun, I don't know why he put the gun inside the freaking trash can. I don't know. Why would he do something like that, chat? Oh, 5 to 10 minutes? Okay, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know how fast a decaying body. Yeah, I didn't know. Okay, so she's been missing for like 48 hours, chat. So I think the ad is over. Yep. All right. So yeah, chat. She was smelling and
trash can in the garage was a gun, and underneath that was Amber's decaying body with a gun.
Why would he put the gun? I'm not understanding that. Why would he put the gun? They would have found her. I'm gonna just say that they would have found her regardless. But why would he put the gun on top? Like,
inside the trash.
Like, look at that. Why would he put the gun on top of the body? First of all, why he didn't just, nah, they got kids in the house. So it was no way of him disposing of the body. But the gun right there on top, he already knew to just look in there.
Trash can in the garage was a gun, and underneath that was Amber's decaying body with a gunshot wound to the head, discarded with the rest of the garbage. This was now a crime scene, and police immediately
You got to get everybody out the house.
began to suspect that this was far from self-inflicted.
But when I searched the house, my fear was, something funky. I looked in that trash bin.
Okay.
There was nothing in it.
Okay. Well, when was that? When did?
I was here about 9 a.m.
Okay.
Now the granny's suspicious. Y'all think so? Am I tripping? She like, to me she is, because you was in the crib. She was already gone. What's the likelihood of the husband, if the husband did it? Because I think the husband did it. I mean, he's the number one suspect. But what's the odds of the granny being in the house, finding a suicide note or the goodbye note, looking for her, now saying, I looked inside that trash bin, you see a gun, but you didn't see no body in it? Man, she's sus too. I don't think the granny did it, but it's kind of sus.
There was not. I would have noticed that.
Okay.
The top was the carpets, and because of the smell, I literally find
I'm just gonna
too many
stay here.
forensic files. It was not there, so somebody's been here.
Okay.
And the kids were sleeping, and they are unaware of being here.
Okay.
But
why would the husband come back and put the body inside the trash can? If the body wasn't there first, why would the husband come back? He must be a dumb criminal. Must be a dumbass criminal. I'm gonna just put it that way.
Okay.
Did that.
Okay.
Ready? Partner, what's your first name? Ron. Can you get the kids and just go wait in your house?
Strangely, although Betty had noticed the same foul odor of decay earlier, she didn't realize its implications, instead believing, or perhaps choosing to believe, that all this concern was simply because of the firearm police discovered in the trash can. Betty didn't know it yet, but her statement would soon cast serious suspicion on her, making detectives question whether she herself had played a role in Amber's.
Ooh, I said she was sus. Chat, hold on.
Death.
Let's keep watching.
For now, though, officers had to secure the area and move Amber's family away from the gruesome scene.
I don't want the kids to see.
I mean, this isn't nice. So if you lift here, I mean, obviously there's a gun there, but if you lift here, you can see her foot. She weighs about 160, 170 pounds. Right there, where your hand is. See, there's the body. Yeah. So I called Reno. He's calling MCU, and I know he sent you too.
While officers waited for the Major Crimes Unit to arrive and process the scene for forensic evidence, they began to grapple with several troubling inconsistencies surrounding Amber's family. Keith had admitted to being heavily intoxicated the night Amber disappeared.
I got a theory now. Hold on, hear me out, chat. I got a theory. What if Keith is the husband? Keith killed his wife, called her parents, I think that's her parents, and said, I did this, I was drunk, and they tried to help him cover it up. Hear me out. I'm just saying, they found inconsistencies in his story, and the mama looking sus by being in the house finding stuff, looked in the same trash bin that she was found in? What if they helped him try to cover up the murder and made it seem like she disappeared?
He couldn't say for certain whether his argument with Amber had turned violent, only that things had gotten heated and that much of the night was a blur. But Keith wasn't the only one officers considered a suspect. Amber's mother, Betty, claimed she had checked the trash can earlier that morning and had seen no sign of Amber's body or the gun. Yet, just hours later, both appeared right there in plain sight, exactly where she swore she'd already searched. Even stranger to officers was Betty's demeanor. Despite the horrifying situation unfolding around her and the possibility that her daughter had taken...
that is her daughter. So they just found your daughter's body in a trash bin, and I know people grieve different. You know, some people might not be hysterical and all that stuff. I've learned this by watching a lot of true crime. Some people react different, but we just found your daughter in a trash bin. And you was like, that wasn't there earlier. I looked in there. I don't know. You look sus to me. You coming down to the station with me. Come on, girl. You coming with me. That's a little sus, chat. I just thought about that. I couldn't remember if that was her daughter or her daughter-in-law. That's her daughter. Your kid has been found in a trash bin dead. And you're like, that wasn't there earlier. Like, get out of here.
In her own life, she remained
Look at that little grin on her face. What? Like I said, people grieve differently. Like, it might not have hit her at that moment. Like, if she didn't do anything, it might not have hit her at that moment. Like, oh, my daughter is dead in a trash can. Like, she just got disposed of in a trash can. It might not have hit her. And her dad back there, he haven't reacted to anything. That's just sus, man. I'm sorry. That's sus.
Usually calm, at times even casual. And then there was the note, supposedly written...
W2Ts, vote for 2 T's for sheriff. Man, I don't want to be no sheriff, man. I can't do it, man. I don't like dealing with people, bro. I can't do it. I could be a detective, like criminal, not detective, FBI, like on Criminal Minds. I can do that. Just, I don't want to see no dead bodies. I don't want to do that. I can't.
By Amber.
I'm already mentally messed up already. I don't want to be mentally messed up more.
Its wording struck investigators as strange, too composed, almost performative. Still, in a situation as dark and desperate as contemplating suicide, people sometimes write in ways that defy logic or expectations. At this point, everyone's stories seemed suspiciously incomplete, and anyone could be responsible in the eyes of detectives. Investigators started realizing that Amber's murder might be far more complicated than they initially thought.
Chat, remember my theory. Rewind if you don't remember. Actually, don't have to rewind it. Let me just say it. Husband got drunk, got in a fight with Amber, killed Amber, realized what he did, called her parents. Hey, this happened. I think she's dead. And they came over and helped him cover it up. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
So, to investigate these disturbing possibilities, police knew they'd soon need to sit down with Amber's family and carefully interview each member to uncover who might be hiding something. But before doing that, officers needed to finish one crucial step: a final, thorough search of the Zotto home, carefully looking for any signs of violence or attempted cover-up. And sure enough, it didn't take long before they started noticing blood spatter throughout the house.
All right. It's not the cops' fault. It's really not their job. Like when they're looking for somebody. But me, I don't pay too much attention to detail. Not all the time. But blood splatter? Oh. Yeah, I would have noticed that. First, the stench. I would have noticed the dead stench. Like I would have noticed that, like, yo, this don't smell right. All right, something's dead in here. Whether it's an animal or a person, you know, somebody's dead. I would have noticed that. And then blood splatter. Come on, that ain't ketchup. I'm gonna give it a bean. It ain't ketchup. Like blood splatter, I would have noticed that. Yeah, it wouldn't have taken me to do like a full thorough search. I would have seen that and be like, "Hey, partner, you see that? You it like blood." Like I would have discreetly told him, I don't want to alert anybody. And then again, this is going back to my theory that the parents helped cover this up. The mama was in that house. You see little red marks and you ain't saying nothing. Come on, bro. This is weird, chat.
So a lot of these carpet pieces now, I wonder if the carpet went all the way back. Or, I mean, I didn't see like spatter.
I know, right?
So the book was right here. There was space open with the last page showing, and that bill was on top of it. No red pen. Get blood on the light switch. We've got a lot of blood on the sink.
He tried to clean
so
something.
we left.
Yeah, he tried to cover that up, chat. He tried to cover it up. Yeah, I would arrest that mama. That mama going with me. Yeah, chat. That mama, let me tell you something. That mama weird, chat. That mama is weird. Your daughter been found. You ain't saying nothing, chat. I'm gonna tell you, that mama weird, man. That mama weird. All right. That's done. Let's go. Let's finish this out. I want to see what happened. I need to know what happened, chat. I need to know what happened.
When we searched. The way we found it as well, too. You know, the way the door was when we searched. But yeah, she found a little bit of obvious blood.
Wait. These cops are horrible. Hold on. Wait. Remember they said they found blood splatter on the ground? Then they showed blood splatter in the sink, the light switch. Y'all didn't see that when y'all walked in? They walking in the same spots they already walked in. Like, remember they were searching for it? They already walked through the same spots. That house is not big. That house is not big. Y'all now just noticing it. I would have noticed that like off the bat, chat. Like, what is we doing?
In the kitchen and the sink as well, too, so.
Within minutes, officers found clear evidence that something violent had occurred before Amber's body ended up in the trash can. Their first sign that foul play was likely involved. Additionally, the Major Crimes Unit documented critical forensic evidence, including the silver revolver found over Amber's concealed body, blood spatter around the trash can, and debris deliberately placed to hide her remains. Despite these findings pointing towards foul play, detectives still needed clarity on whether Amber's death was a premeditated act or the result of a heated argument that spiraled violently out of control. But they had two major issues preventing them from answering this crucial question. First, Keith was nowhere to be seen, and his phone had gone completely unreachable. Second, and most important, detectives had yet to determine exactly who was responsible, because at this point, several people remained.
Ooh, the kid. Nah, okay. So what I know about Dr. Insanity, they don't show what. I know the kids are underage, but in previous videos of Dr. Insanity, there were underage suspects that they did talk about. They didn't blur their faces. So we know the kids are not involved. But Amber's mom got to be involved. And the dad as well. Because, again, their faces are not blurred. And then on top of that, they just giving off weird vibes. Very weird vibes, man.
And under suspicion.
And these cops suck, by the way. I don't know where they from. I saw Broncos gear, so I'm thinking Colorado, but they suck. I would have noticed those little blood splatter and all that off the bat. And that mama would have never been able to go in that house with me. She would have been outside. And then on top of that, Keith, I would have already had somebody trying to pinpoint his location when I'm on that phone. Because we looking for your wife. Where you at? And they don't know where he at. He disappears. He's gone. And his phone off. Yeah, these cops are horrible.
Including Amber's mother and even her own children. Police didn't know it yet, but in the coming hours, these questions would be fully answered, and the case would take a completely unexpected turn. So, to fill in these gaps,
they got the kids in interrogation room. Everybody getting questioned. Everybody getting questioned. That car passing the street just scared the mess out of me because I got my headphones on and I paused it. Chat, that scared the mess out of me. Anyways, but everybody getting questioned. Everybody's suspects. Yeah, as it should be. Because we don't even know how Amber died. Chat, we don't even know how Amber died. Like, they didn't tell us, was she shot? Was she strangled? There's blood, so obviously something, blunt force trauma. We don't even know how Amber died. But if that gun is involved, these kids definitely got to be questioned because you heard a gunshot and you didn't say nothing. But we don't know if she been shot or not. So let's continue.
All of Amber's closest family members were transported to the police station for questioning. Detectives hoped they could uncover each member's potential motives, credibility, and who was hiding secrets, and finally reveal who might actually be.
Yeah, she got Broncos. Is this Colorado? It's got to be Colorado.
Responsible for Amber's murder.
I don't want to falsely alarm you, but I also believe in being as honest as we can with loved ones. We may have found Amber.
No.
Yeah, but we're not completely.
Wait, nigga, hold on. Chad, wasn't he there when they told the mama? Yeah, the mama, yeah, the mother gotta be a monster. If she's involved, she's definitely a monster. But the dad, Chad, wasn't he there when they announced that? Yeah, R.I.P. Amber, for real, R.I.P. Amber. Wasn't the dad there though when they said they found the body in the trash can? He was standing right behind her. Maybe he wasn't listening. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Just right here, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I swear he was there though.
Just do it. Just do it.
We're not pointing fingers or making accusations at this time, but is there any reason Keith would hurt her?
I don't know. I really don't. I wish I could tell you more. I don't.
Either accidentally or intentionally, would he hurt or kill her? If he were to mistreat her, would she protect him?
She probably would.
So I went out there and I seen the letter, or it was a 4.5 page.
Okay. It's not funny. I don't mean to laugh, but I'm laughing at the mama in the situation that she's in. We just seen a dad break down. Now that could have been performative. Now, if y'all don't know what that means, it's like when you know something happened or you know you did something, you put on an act. So sometimes we see the actual suspect that actually did it, the actual criminal who did the crime, they act like, oh, I didn't know, I'm so sad, and knowing the whole time you killed her, you know what I mean? Or you killed them, you feel me? They put on this whole performance act. So I don't know if the dad is doing a performance right now or if that's his genuine, like, yo, my daughter died, oh my gosh, like, I don't know. But we see his reaction. Now look at the mama.
No. And it's very important. I looked in that trash bin.
See, you not crying. It's definitely been a couple hours since they found that body. It still have, again, I'm gonna say this, you cannot like judge her too hard because everybody grieves differently. All right. You probably haven't hit her yet. But again, from somebody that's looking out in, you look crazy right now because, like, I looked in that bin. Your daughter was found in that bin. You was in the house with your dead daughter and you didn't know it. Like, what is going on? This lady is, I'm not liking her, chat. I'm not liking her.
It had an ungodly trash odor, honestly. But I tried to, there's carpet squares were on the top. I tried to lift up, make sure there was nothing under it.
She even looked under the carpet. Dude. Bro, she has something to do with it. If she actually, if Keith didn't do nothing, but Keith missing, so I think Keith actually did it and called the mama to call both parents. I'm still sticking with my theory that both parents helped cover it up. But she looked under the carpet where her daughter was initially found. Like, come on, bro. It was blood on the carpet too. You didn't think about that, bro. She's so sus. Ooh.
Not that I don't know what I was expecting, but I did. So I absolutely looked in that bin. And that'll be important.
Yeah, look at that detective down there. He writing that down. He writing, she did it. That's what he writing. That's what he writing, chat. She did it.
And didn't see anything, and I went out.
Let's talk a little bit about, I guess.
Okay, here's the daughter. This is Amber's daughter, Annabelle.
And what do you know why?
Yeah, I do know why.
Okay.
My mom cheats on my dad, and
oh, she finna snitch. Hey, chat, I got a question. Hey, y'all snitching on y'all family? Y'all snitching on y'all family, like on some real stuff? Y'all snitching? Like, if you knew something happened, you snitching? Like, if one of your parents cheating, y'all snitching? I just want to know.
like she's not good at it, I guess, and like so he finds out, and then they just go at it because she like tries to lie about it, but he has evidence of her doing it, and so like it's like, yeah.
Okay.
Again, this is another motive. Nah, you ain't snitching. Yeah, I don't think I could either. It also gotta depends on how close I am to which one. But I don't think I'll snitch. But you're gonna have to come out something for me to be quiet though. I'm gonna just say that. That's what anybody. Parents, brother, cousin, grandparents, whatever. If you did something and I know it and you want me to shut up, you have to come out something. Yeah. I'm gonna need something. Is that blackmail? Probably. Do I care? No. But yeah, let's continue.
And the last Saturday is in just a couple days ago?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I paused it for. This confirms the motive for Keith actually doing it. If Keith actually, okay, get that off my desk. It was getting on my nerve. Okay, if Keith actually killed Amber, there's the motive of cheating. The daughter confirmed it. Keith even says she cheats. So it kind of confirms Keith's story of Amber cheats. So that confirms the motive right there.
Last Friday was the last time I seen her.
Okay. Did you talk to her at all on the phone or anything?
No, she came over for dinner because my grandma was cooking dinner, and she came over and we had dinner, and then she left, and then yeah.
And then you were there
From
Saturday.
Friday all the way to Sunday.
Okay.
After speaking with Amber's family, investigators finally had some clarity. Betty remained adamant she'd checked that trash can that morning, insisting the gun and Amber's body weren't there, which made her case seem more suspicious. Meanwhile, Amber's father, Ronald, was shocked by his daughter's death and found it was hard to believe Keith was capable of harming her. As for Amber's children, Annabelle explained they'd both been staying at their grandparents' house during the weekend, clarifying why they didn't hear the gunshot that ended their mother's life.
Okay, so we can confirm now Amber died by a gunshot. The kids would have never known because they was at their grandparents. Now, with that being said, that does kind of check out my theory that the grandmother helped cover it up. Again, she was in that house. She picked up the notebook. She checked the trash bin. This is all coming from her mouth. So she's been in that house. Yeah. And then the kids wasn't there. So they wouldn't have known anything. They just think their mama went on with some other guy cheating. Yeah.
Life. However, Annabelle's unusual calmness and detailed awareness of her parents' unstable marriage